Let me see. Here's the elytra. Guess I'll show that off eventually. Yeah, I think I know. I think I have a pretty good place to give it a spin. So, but I want to show you my hunting grounds next. So there's the stronghold. It's underground. If you throw an Eye of Ender with the Ender Pearl and the magma um, thing, the blaze rod and whatever is made out of that, if you throw it into the air, then it will kind of fly in the direction of where the stronghold is. It's complicated, but once you play it like once or twice, you can kind of understand. Now the reason why I have grass here is because an Enderman. So funny thing about Endermen, besides them doing a lot of damage and teleporting and hitting you, and also they have a lot of health, like any other enemy. But the thing about them is that the funny thing about them is that they pick up like little blocks that you can mine with your hands. So things like grass or sand, and they actually get the grass instead of dirt. Like you see here, there's just dirt instead of grass. Because I didn't feel like picking up some grass and putting it there. Dirt works fine. So I think this is where I have my hunting grounds. And I don't think I have... Oh, I do have something else to show you. Oh, this is not my hunting ground. These are not. So back in I go. Well, actually, I'll show you the hunting area last. Yeah. So the reason why I keep going into the nether here is because, as you can see, I'm going across some wide distances. You can see the lava in the, well, not really in the corner, but up there, up there. This is actually a pretty good, pretty good place to show off the elytra. At least that's how I think it's spelled. Alright, I'm gonna edit this so that this is the next video. So this is a shulker box. It keeps the exact same stuff wherever you have it. Like, see, can I? No, I have to. Gotta use a pickaxe for that. You have to use a pickaxe for a lot of things. It's a little annoying. So yeah, it still has everything in it. There's that. I think I have that music disc in already here. Yep. So these are villagers walking around. They offer trades to make. They usually trade like giving you an emerald, or you give them a few emeralds for some really good stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty good pick. Maybe not worth 15 emeralds, but it's nice. If you have some just kind of extra ones. Here's a cleric. I think I don't know where he came from, because there isn't a church in this place. But I did build a lot of doors, so there's all that. I have some walls here so that the villagers won't fall down, because you don't want them to fall and die, because then they just they won't reproduce, which is why I have so many doors. Flowers over there and some reeds. I mean sugarcane. I still call them reeds because that's the original meaning of them, what they're originally called. More village stuff. This I built. Usually, if it's like made of just oak wood or oak planks, like this, then it's just a regular old house. Here's a toolsmith. Ah, yeah. Got some pretty cool stuff. And more sheep. I guess I don't really like the way that the animals look in this texture pack. I do like how, like, say you're like here. I'm a medical doctor with this armor suit on, instead of just the blocky stuff of the main game, like the normal textures. Here's a pig. It kind of looks like a cow in this with these textures. Got some wheat farm or wheat to farm, because wheat is used to propagate the sheep. And sometimes sheep just kind of show up. It's pretty nice. And sometimes they have different color wool, like brown and gray. Oh wait, that's a cow. And that is a bunny. It's just kind of there. So these were already here. So here is this big building that I built. There used to be sort of an inlet or something. Well, it's like the opposite of a peninsula. It's like a peninsula but with water. This used to be a board. This was like already here. It used to be. I mean, it is a boardwalk. Since if you look under all this, you'll find, yeah, there's water that kind of goes into it. So that's that. Yeah, it's a pretty big building, I gotta say. I guess it's kind of like a castle. Put just some random blocks here because they look nice. I like how the this is actually birch wood, which usually looks white, but I like how it looks kind of orange in this with these textures. I also like the way that the ores look. Now there's some diamond ore and it's sparkling. I think this stuff does too. Pretty cool. I'm not really fond of this music. I'm gonna put the MP3 player into the jukebox. So here's this music. There's more nether wart blocks. Again, just something that I have commonly around because I see something cool and I mine it. Oh, there's the sun setting, I think. Which is good because I'll show you my hunting area soon. Well, from the top here, I think it's a good spot to try out the elytra. So I think, let me see here. Okay, you push the jump button twice, then you glide down. That's not how you do it. Well then. Alright, whoa. Alright. I don't know how that works, but it did look kind of funny. Bunch of magma blocks up there, and also an 80-foot C and B, a phallic thing from the it's a phallic thing from Zero Punctuation review of this game. Because that's just like a little joke. A Zero Punctuation joke. That's a series where this, I think he's an Australian guy. He reviews games and, every often he makes sexual jokes. I cannot figure out how the elytra works, by the way. I never really became fond of it. So I'm just gonna stick it in the old ender chest. How about that? Let me Yeah, slap that on. Yeah, I just don't get this thing. I don't understand. Alright, back into first person. And time to head back into the Nether. Okay. So, yeah, I remember. So, down there, all the way to the end of that hall is where my main base is. And if I go up this way, this is the way to my hunting grounds. Because, Endermen are not really common. So you want to have a nice big area with which to find enemies and fight them. So this leads me over here. Go up these stairs, and here is my log cabin with which to sleep, and it's also just kind of looks nice. Is there? Of course, it's nighttime, and you don't even see anything. But this is a bunch of various kinds of stone that I put here to make a nice flat surface with which to fight enemies. Because, you know, it's annoying to have to jump around. Well, there's one enemy. It's a skeleton. A skeleton archer. You can see that with all this armor, I don't take any damage. Or, well, I take practically no damage. Over there is a horse. You can find them in these, I think they're called plains. You just want to find a creeper. And when that works, here we go. A creeper in a suit. Look at that. I had full armor, and it dealt like 5.5 damage. Unbelievable. I mean, I guess that's why you have to do this, which is, you know, using the other, like the kind of the placing item or placing a block trigger. The left trigger in order to not take damage, or to kind of deflect the attack. All right, so enough of that world. Oh boy, that was a lot. I mean, I've played that. That's like like 100 or so hours. Oh, I forgot to show you. Yeah, let me load it again. Yeah, so this is actually like that area that was in there is actually the same kind of yeah, you can actually access it or see it on the map. You see there's the red stuff like the lava. You see, and you can also see all that that stone I built, and also the logs that I have as the roof. Well, actually, I think the roof is just planks. Ah, you can teleport through walls with this. That's pretty cool. And by pretty cool, I mean kind of dangerous. That's a thing.